Welcome to a short overview of the resources to help you with brainstorming the alignment of your precise problem statements with solutions. Let's first look across the domains of prevent, teach, reward, and correct. Again, how do we avoid the problem from ever occurring? What environmental changes can we make? How do we make sure that we're teaching students or reminding students of the behaviors that we want? And then how do we make sure that we're rewarding the behaviors that we want to see and not inadvertently rewarding the behaviors that we don't want to see? We provided a document for you to be able to look across your school at the various solutions that you have already in your setting. You can align them by the domains and then also by the actual resources, those who can deliver or have the skill sets to deliver these solutions, those people who need training in how to deliver these interventions and by when you want them trained, and then your perceived impact. So for example, we might look across the prevent domain and we might have strategies or solutions that increase visual prompts or reminders in the settings. Anyone can deliver those, although new staff and subs will need some type of a training and orientation to them. And we perceive the impact of these solutions in place as being at a moderate or medium level. When we look across some strategies for teaching, we now have a new anti-bullying curriculum that our guidance counselors to deliver. We have a brand new guidance counselor though, so we want to make sure that he or she is trained by October 5th. And because this is new, we don't know what the impact is going to be on our particular school. Again, reward solutions could be our school tokens that we provide on the bus, in the cafeteria, in the individual classrooms. Anyone can deliver them. Again, we have to go back to the knowledge that any new staff or subs are going to have some type of an orientation to them. And the perceived impact really varies across settings and students, so we have it at a medium to high level. Now yours might look much more detailed. And you may want to remember that you're going to want to review this periodically and at the beginning of each school year because your skill sets within your school and also the resources you have available may change. We also looked at other avenues such as our ISIL components as prompts to think of solutions for our precise problem statements, such as instruction, how we're delivering any type of content. Curriculum is the content that we're delivering. The environmental factors over which we have control and can modify and change, and any learner type qualities or characteristics, again, over which we have control and can modify. We provided a document that again can help you in your brainstorming. And you can look, it's delivered across the different domains and factors. Again, prompting you in your problem solving. We also go back to our functional drivers. Behaviors are trying to get something or trying to avoid something. Again, another document is provided that groups different avenues for thinking through possible solutions into gaining items, gaining attention or power, or different solutions you may want to consider when your students' behavior is occurring because they want to avoid a certain task or activity, or if they're trying to avoid or distance themselves from others or other social interactions. And then finally, we also talked about the skill development or skill hierarchy. Again, are students just trying to acquire a skill? At this level, they're just building accuracy. So if that's where their skill level is, we'd want to make sure that we're providing solutions that match with that level. If we turn into the academic world, this might be a strategy such as cover, copy, compare, where a student is given a type of problem to complete and then has the answer key that illustrates the correct way that that problem should be solved. Again, building accuracy. When their skill sets are at the fluency level, this is where we want to build speed. So we want to have solutions that are look at increasing the fluency with which students are either displaying a type of behavior. So if we're trying to teach them how to de-escalate a behavior, we may want to know that they already know how to quickly use a cool down strategy. If we're in the academic world, we might be using something like a drill sandwich type technique, where it's like a flashcard drill. Again, we have accuracy already. Now we're trying to build the speed with which we can demonstrate the skills. Generalization means that we want to get those skills into other type of similar problems or other type of similar settings or situations. If we're looking at building social skills and we have students in a small group, we want to make sure that they're generalizing those skills that they might be demonstrating accurately and fluently in the small group setting, and make sure that they're now demonstrating that across the whole school. Again, more of that out-of-the-box type thinking. As we have these different elements in our precise problem statements and our hypothesis, we want to match them with our solutions. And finally, we provided that document or worksheet for you to be able to look across your school setting, find resources that you have available, and organize them, again, as a way to prompt you with your brainstorming during your TIPS problem-solving meetings. We hope that these resources have been helpful.